Okay guys, so today we're going to be doing a reptile room tour for August 2017. Before we do, I'm just going to say that my 500 subscribers Q&A is going to be coming out in about a week's time. So if you haven't left a question already, just pop one down in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it. And also, I am off school for the summer holidays at the minute and I have loads of videos planned. So I'm probably going to be doing more than one video a week now I've got the chance to. So do look out for that. But anyway, let's get straight into the video. First off, we do of course have my leopard gecko's bioactive enclosure. This has been set up for a full week now, or it will be later today. It houses Speckles, my Max Snow male leopard gecko. He's hidden in the back. I don't think you'll be able to see him, and I'm not going to bother him because he is still settling into the setup. He is doing well. He has shed this week and he's ate a little bit. He's been slightly funny with his feeding, but honestly he'll probably, the next time I offer him food, because I've not offered it in a while, he's probably going to go mad. I weighed him recently and he was 98 grams. And I've fed him since then, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually hit 100. And he doesn't look fat or anything. He's actually, well, like most male leopard geckos, he looks quite muscular. So he is doing really well at that size. The best thing I've seen is Speckles basking, which you'll have seen in last week's video. And I've also seen him digging in the little hole he's in. The reason I can't really zoom in to show you is because he's dug it down that much that you can't really see him, so a bit of natural behaviour. Anyway, that's enough about him. Let's move on to the next reptile. Now we're looking at my crested gecko's bioactive vivarium. My crested gecko is Splat. You can just see him moving on the left over here. I've got this image in my head of him just being spooked by something and then running out. So I am on standby just at the side, because I wouldn't put that past him. But anyway, this setup, as always, doing really, really well. You'll be able to see that the white veined Vitonia just here. I did take cuttings of that and spread it out. The red veined Vitonia, or the pink skeleton one I think it's called, that one I just took one cutting off. Apart from that, growth has been obviously great with the Pothos. The Chamaedoria elegans, the parlour palm, that has still been dying off, so I think that probably will die. Although there are quite a few green leaves on it, so I'll give it time yet. And I did mention that the Boston fern over here wasn't doing so well in the update of this video. Well, it's actually stopped dying back now and there's a new leaf growing, so I think possibly it's just had a bit of shock. But anyway, you're not that interested in that. This is an update on the reptiles. Splat is doing very, very well. I weighed him recently and he's actually 32 grams, which is almost breeding weight for a male crested gecko. Obviously, he has been eating loads and loads of insects throughout his life, so that probably explains why he's so big. But he's not fat or anything at all like Speckles. There's absolutely not a single blob of fat on him. He actually looks slightly thin to me, but he's only 10 months old and he's already breeding weight, which I think is amazing. And I've also worked out his morph now. I'm quite certain that he is a red harlequin. Last but certainly not least is Reptile corn snake, my hypermelanistic male corn snake, at least proposed male. We don't actually know. He's not really been eating recently. I mean, he's only missed one feed, but he's not been showing that much interest in food. He's not been striking. It's just been drop feeds, and he has been incredibly active recently. So I do think that it's breeding season, and that is typical of males to go off food. So he did do this last year, so I'm not worried about it. I've experienced it before. I know he'll eat when he just feels like it, which is usually late September or just a couple of months after he starts really. He did it earlier last year. But anyway, apart from that, he is doing well. It's been sunny recently, so I've been taking him in the garden and he likes that. Unfortunately, I can't show you him because he is in blue and he does not like being messed with when he's in blue. He doesn't bite or anything, but he's obviously scared, so I won't put him through that. Pretty much wraps up this reptile room tour. I hope that you did enjoy it, and just remember, probably going to be doing some extra uploads, so look forward to that if you're that interested. And if you've not left a comment to ask me a question for the Q&A, then please leave one in the comment section, because I'm going to be wrapping it up and filming it next week, I think. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.